Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new short movie. The name of this short movie is What If Naruto Was the Omnitrix? And yeah guys, it is an unscripted movie. Now before continuing, this shout out is due where it is due. Shout out to my boy Will Mayers for suggesting me this idea. Now moving on, I know I said it will be a movie, and yeah, it will be a crossover. It is a crossover between, Ben 10 universe and Narutoverse, but it will be in Narutoverse, and Omnitrix will be coming here, not anywhere else. And as I mentioned, Naruto himself will be the Omnitrix. And moving onwards, yeah, this will be the single video today. I mean, there will be no second upload on my second channel. And yeah, I am sorry for not uploading yesterday. It's just that I was visiting my grandpa and grandma in the village from my mother's side, and yeah, I'm still kind of there. Yeah, I'm still there because I'm recording this on my cousin's computer. He has the same spec as me, so yeah, it helps out a lot. Now moving onwards, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my both channels and comment down below your ideas and suggestions. And for those whose ideas couldn't make it, I'm sorry, but I will be making them shortly after, this one, or try to at least. Now, without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Roll the intro. Our story begins 10 years after the Kyuubi attack in Konohagakure in Sato. It was October 10th and nighttime. Most of the civilians were while busy celebrating the Kyuubi's defeat. Some of them were busy hunting down the said cause of the hatred. The Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails, 10-year-old Naruto Uzumaki, an orphan resident of Konohagakure, who was hated by literally everyone in the village. As now we see him currently hiding in the forest of death, unbeknownst to him, as he was panting heavily while hiding behind a huge tree. Phew, looks like I lost them. Why in the hell would they chase after me year and year after again? I'm getting tired of this. As now we see Naruto then sat down to catch his breath, the adrenaline leaving his body. As he was looking up at the sky, I should rest here for a bit, and maybe return back to the village tomorrow. That will be the safest, said Naruto. Now Naruto here was a quite quick-witted child. Even if he acted like an idiot, he wasn't really. He only acted like that to make sure that the people don't say that it is the Kyuubi doing so. Because, well, let's be honest, they called him a demon, and it wasn't that hard to connect the dots. That why they call you that when you were born on the same day the Kyuubi attacked on this village. As Naruto then sighed, why wouldn't his Gigi tell him the truth? Why was he hiding this? Not like he wasn't going to find out anyway, any other way, right? I mean, he kinda did. 2 years ago, on his 8th birthday, when he was, well, so unlucky that he got caught by one of them, and his head was bonked by one of the kunais, flat end, to knock him out, and that is when he woke up inside his mindscape. Luckily enough, for his outer body, he was saved by the ambush shortly after before anything could happen, but that is when he was able to meet the real Kyuubi no Yoko, the real reason why he was hated. And when he asked his Gigi after meeting with the Kyuubi, his Gigi denied the claim, saying that it must be his hallucinations and so on. I mean, he was 8 at the time, but still, he knew what he saw. And moving onwards, now we go to the current time as we see Naruto resting there, in the forest of death, laying next to a tree, as he saw a shooting star pass by. Oh, a shooting star. How I wish that all my worries will go down the drain, and I can live a peaceful and easy life. And that is when we see the shooting star then stopped midway and turned its direction towards him. Wait, what? Seriously? Said Naruto, as it went right over his head, crashing down to the ground, as Naruto screamed and dashed away for a bit. As now we see him panting heavily again. Phew, that was a close call. What the hell? What kind of shooting star just denies a wish? Naruto said, a little bit getting cranky and in a sarcastic manner. Geez, if you didn't like the wish, you should have just said so, or just disappeared. Not come and attack me like that. As Naruto now got the better of it, the better of his curiosity, as now we see him heading towards the wreckage to see what it was truly, because he himself has never seen the fallen star. Maybe this was his lucky day. Or, well, at least he'll try to make it that way. As now we see Naruto arrive in the wreckage to see that there was some sort of metal sphere down there. What? What the hell is this? As Naruto curiosity even got more higher as the sphere opened, revealing some sort of object within. What is this? This looks like a watch thing that those rich people wear. Oh my god. That's it. I'm rich now. I got a watch too. As Naruto tried to touch that thing, but it attacked him and now was attached to his left wrist. What the hell? Wait, what kind of thing is this? As Naruto tried his best after that, leaving that place to gather some sort of sticks or something to get this thing off, because he was trying to pull it away, or literally scratch the thing out of his wrist, but he couldn't do so. As now we see, when he left, many of the Anbus arrived there. Some of them were normal Anbus from the Hokage sent there to check what has happened, and some of them were the root combined within them. As now we see, the Anbus then said, "What could have happened here? We don't know. But whatever it is, something or someone has opened it. I mean, look at it. It is empty. Someone has taken already what was within. We have to search. There are some footprints." As Kakashi Hatake, the commander of the said Anbu squadron, then arrived. "These are Naruto's footprints. Are you sure about that, Taicho?" "Yes, I am. Search out for him, Anbu." As many of the Anbus left, but some of them stayed. "It goes for you as well," said Kakashi with narrowed eyes. "Unfortunately, we will be taking over." As they took out their swords, and instantly Kakashi then revealed his secret technique, which was the Chidori. And instantly, with a single swipe of a Chidori, 3 of their necks were cleaved off. Danzo should have known. He wouldn't sit back quiet. He wants to find out what is going on as well. I need to find Naruto fast. As now we see, Kakashi himself then summoned his kin, which were ninkenpops, as now they were sent out to search for Naruto, because they already were aware of his scent. "He's right there, Kakashi," said Bakun after some time of searching and arriving to tell him. "Where?" "North side." As when Kakashi arrived there, huge flames burst out everywhere, burning the trees and the forest. As Kakashi was now getting more scared. "Naruto! Naruto, where are you?" And that is when he heard a scream. A different scream. "Help me! I'm on fire! Ah! Help!" As Kakashi arrived at the site, only to be frightened and shocked and confused of the thing that was standing in front of him. It was the source of fire itself, and it was speaking. "Ino-ni-san, help me! I'm on fire! Who are you? And what have you done to Naruto?" As the thing stopped, and from the looks of it, its eyes were widened. What do you mean? It's me, Naruto!" "Naruto? Is that really you?" "Of course, Ino-ni-san, it is me," said Naruto, as Kakashi was just flabbergasted. How could this be? As now we go to a flashback when Naruto left and before the Anbus found him. Naruto was trying his best to get this thing out of his wrist until he accidentally ended up pressing some sort of button or some sort, and suddenly the dial went up and some shadows were displayed there. Whoa, what is this? No. I must focus on getting this thing off my wrist, not the other way around. As that is when we see Naruto curiosity even got greater. What the hell? It's already on my wrist and it's hard to get it off. Better yet, why not look what it is? As now we see Naruto begin to turn the dial until it stopped on one shadow. This looks cool. Now what do I do? As Naruto was thinking of doing something, he suddenly saw a spider and flipped on his own feet. Spider! As he fell down, his wrist hit the ground and the dial went inside, and suddenly there was a green hue surrounding him. And when his eyes opened, when the hue disappeared, everything was on fire, and when he looked down on his hands, so was he. End of the flashback. As now we see, he was later found by an Anbu, and luckily enough by Inu Nissan as he was standing there. Nissan, I don't know what is happening. Naruto, you really don't remember? Were you the one that was there at the wreckage? As Naruto flinched. I don't know what you're talking about. Stop lying to me, Naruto. You're bad at lying, you know that. And your footprints were there. Fine, okay, I was there. There was this stupid wash there, and I don't know what happened. I was trying to get it off, but somehow it ended up turning me into this. And that is when there was many red beeps, as many of the Anbus gathered and were afraid of what was that thing. What is going on, Naruto? What is that sound? I don't know. As Kakashi got into a defensive position. Everything will be fine, Naruto. I promise you, I'll turn you back to normal. As there was a sudden red hue everywhere, and Kakashi was blinded for a blind second. As now we see, after the hue disappeared, Kakashi was amazed as Naruto was remaining there, standing, normally. Phew. Well, that takes care of it. I'm back to normal. As Naruto said, but something was off. The watch itself wasn't there. Wait, what? Where did that watch go? What watch? Naruto? The thing, or the watch that arrived in that, thingy that was there at the wreckage. Did you take it? Yeah, that was the cause of it. I see. We must go towards Hokage-sama. He is quite worried about you and what has happened here. We must let them know that it was nothing more than just a false alarm. Anbus, said Kakashi as some of the Anbus arrived. As then Tenzo then said, what about the rest? They were rude. Rude? But how? Said Yugao. I don't know, Yugao. How is that possible? But I think Danzo has a lot to answer. We are gonna go to Hokage-sama and make sure that everything is fine. As now we see Naruto and them all left and arrived at the Hokage office. As they knocked on the door and from the other side come in sound came. As when they entered there stood Hiruzen Sarutobi looking at the village. So, did you find anything, Kakashi? We found Naruto near the wreckage. What? Is he alright? I'm fine, Gigi. As Naruto spoke, Hiruzen's eyes widened. Naruto, my boy, what were you doing there? I told you to not get out this day around and time. The villagers, you know how... I know. But I wish that... Naruto, things are not so simple for you, my boy. Everything will be revealed to you in due time. I know you're a genius and intelligent boy, and maybe you have figured out why they hate you. But please, I promise you everything has a reason behind it, and everything will be revealed to you in due time. Just believe in me. I know, Chizi, I know, said Naruto in a lower voice. What was that, Kakashi? Why was the forest on fire? Well, that was because of Naruto. As instantly Hiruzen's head a huge sirens rang because flames. QB? Naruto. Oh no. The seal, is it? No, it's not what you think, Hokage-sama. It's something else. And that is when Naruto heard a sound. And he looked down at his wrist to see that only the dial was coming out of his skin. Wait, what the hell? It's now inside of me? What is, Naruto? Said Hiruzen. This thing! I don't know what it is. It looks like a watch, but now I can't get it off me. Maybe we need Tsunade's help to get this thing looked at. Because I highly doubt that any of the doctors, even my personal doctor, can look into it. Who is this Tsunade? She's a legendary Sanin, Naruto. We will get in touch with her soon enough. But what does it do, Kakashi? Naruto, show him what it does. Okay. As Naruto began to tap on it, and suddenly he pressed a button again, as the dial rose up. So that's how it works. What is this? Said Hiruzen with curiosity, as everyone was also looking at it with curiosity. As Naruto began to turn the dial. These are the shadow figures that I can turn into, I believe. As after that, Naruto picked something else. It was a ghostly like. Ooh, this looks fun. As after that, he began to tap on it again. How about a little harder? as Naruto pressed down on it, as now the dial disappeared and there was like a green hue. And after that, they were amazed to see there was a ghostly figure standing there. Naruto, is that you? Yes, it is me. I am amazed. How can this be? Naruto, is that really you? Yes, it is me, Nissan. Wow, this is amazing. Where did you find this, Naruto? At the wreckage. I thought it was a shooting star until it turned its direction and came towards me. It's quite weird that I talk in a whisper, said Naruto, as Hiruzen then smiled. Yes, I guess it is. As after that, Hiruzen then said, how can he turn back into normal? I don't know. It does on its own. And after that, we see Kakashi remained quiet. And as soon as 30 minutes mark hit, because they were trying their best to figure out, Naruto began to hear the red beeping sound. Ah, here it is. I'm going to turn back into normal. As now we see Naruto return back to his normal state. Phew, that's much better. That was weird. I could literally turn my eye anywhere. I could even see you while standing and facing GG. That was like a ghost. So, how many are there? There are many, I guess. I don't know how many there are, but yeah, I guess there are. Most of them. As Naruto then turned towards his Nissan. What is it, Nissan? Half an hour. Half an hour for what? Half an hour for a transformation each, I guess. Ah, so you're monitoring the time and duration, yes. With the help of this, Naruto, you'll be able to go even far and beyond. As that is when, before anything else could be continued, 10 minutes passed and the light that was red turned green and the set dial appeared on Naruto's wrist. Aha, so it takes 10 minutes to charge and get back on power. Whoa, you know more than me about this, Nissan. I guess I do, but you found it, you have the right to keep it. I believe that is right, Hokage-sama. Yes, it is Naruto's. As that is when the elders walked in. What are you doing here? I would like to know that the Anbus that I sent to Hiruzen, they haven't returned yet from the wreckage. Luckily enough, I sent it some more Anbus, and they found a part of the forest burnt, with the creature marks on the ground that we have never seen before. They're like humanoid feet, but different, like hooves. As Naruto says, shit. As that is when his eyes fell upon Naruto. You, boy, what are you doing here? I called him here, Danzo. If that is all, Naruto, you are dismissed and so are you. I think we and my friends have a lot to talk about in private. As after that, for the upcoming years, Naruto tested out the thing and used it to his full advantage. His favorite was the forearm ones, so he called him Forearms, and the diamond ones, because he had a diamond head, and his friend Shikamaru, who now was aware of his, secret, also called him that. Moving onwards, he was now quite famous in the academy, mainly between his class, because they were the only ones who were aware of his secret. And Naruto made them promise that they will never reveal this to anyone. And let's just say they all agreed. But from all of them, one girl who was quite intrigued in it was none other than Satsuki Uchiha, the twin sister of Sasuke Uchiha and the lone survivor of the Uchiha attack on that night. Because it was her Nissan, Itachi Uchiha, who not only butchered down their family, her little brother Sasuke as well, but the whole clan. And she was just heartbroken. Her whole life was hollow now. She didn't want it to follow her brother's words, but yet she was like him, a pacifist. She hated it. But then there was Naruto, always trying to cheer her up, and then there was she, always pushing him away. But it was for his best, because she didn't want him to be used as the stepping stone for her to achieve the power known as the Mangekyo Sharingan, to get revenge for the death of all her clan from her Nissan. As now we see, It was like any other day in the academy, as Naruto went and sat down right next to Satsuki Uchiha. Hey, Satsuki-chan. As Satsuki ignored him. Listen, I know this may sound kind of rude and all. I'll be leaving the academy. I'm not gonna graduate. As Satsuki now was intrigued. Why would Naruto do this? He always boasted about being the Hokage. What do you mean you're gonna leave? Don't you want to be the Hokage? I do, but the villagers, they they hate me, and I think that someone has talked. They're gonna plan on killing me, so yeah, I'm planning on leaving this village. As Satsuki's eyes widened. What? No. No. This wasn't how it was supposed to go. As Naruto looked at her with all seriousness. I just wanted to tell you this before I left. I always liked you, you know? As after that Satsuki's eyes widened. And yeah, I get it that you hate me now because at one time we were friends, but I guess I just had to get that off my chest. No matter what happens, I'll continue to love you, I guess. And with those words, Naruto randomly just like appeared in her life, left. Or so she thought, because that whole day and night, that was the only thing that she could think about. She was happy that Naruto liked her back, but she was sad that she couldn't do anything. The next morning came, she knew what she had to do. She arrived at Naruto's apartment only to see that it was burnt down to crisp. What the hell happened here? As some of the civilians that were there then smirked at and said, Ah, Uchiha-sama, what are you doing here? You shouldn't be here. The demon is dead. We have killed him. As her eyes widened. What? What have you done? What have you done? She yelled out as her eyes began to change into red from black hues and tomos appeared. First, one tomo in each, and then it turned into second, and then third, as she gripped her heart, as tears of blood began to fall down from her eyes as they morphed into a flower petal pattern. No, it can't be. And that is when Anbuz arrived as she passed out and took her to the medical center. And as for Naruto, we go towards him to see that he was not only able to successfully get what Sasuke wanted, true power to get revenge, but also was finally able to leave this place. Because you see, what happened was, a few weeks back, Naruto somehow ended up in the seal again, and that is when he saw that Kyuubi was crying. And now we go to the flashback to see when Naruto arrived there. Why are you crying? Why? Don't I have any right to cry? On my fate? What do you mean? Weren't you and your consequences the ones that landed you here? Silence! Do not you dare speak to me about consequences. I am not here because of my consequences. I am here because of your father. He's the one who put me here. Naruto was shocked after finding out about this. My father? Wait, my father, you say? Of course, who else? But didn't 4th Hokage Minato Namikaze-sama put you here? Who else other than him is your father? No, you have to be lying. This can't be real. They worship him, and they hate you because of me. This is the fate that your own father Minato put you through. If you don't believe me, rip a little bit part of that seal. I promise you, your father's soul will appear. As Naruto, now being emotionally distressed, did as he was told, and ripped a bit of piece of seal. And once he did, he was shocked as his hand was grabbed by a construct. As his eyes turned towards the 4th Hokage's visage that was standing there, who had a sad expression on his face, after looking at his son's face. Naruto, as Naruto punched him across the face, sending him flying down. I looked up at you. You were my idol. You were my everything. Everything I wanted to become and surpass. And yet you did this to me. Why? Why your own son? Because I believed in you. Because I believed in you to conquer The QB. QB? Conquered the QB? I can't even defend myself. Nobody wants to teach me anything. How can I conquer that when I can't even defend myself? It's all because of you. Naruto, I'm sorry. Sorry isn't gonna cut it. I suffered for the past 10 years of my life. Do you know how old I am? I know. You're 11. And I'm gonna suffer the same this year. Why? Why did you do this? I'm sorry, son. There was no other choice. And I couldn't ask for any other to give their own child for me to do this. And plus you were an Uzumaki. And only an Uzumaki is capable enough to hold on that beat you. You put him here. Why? He attacked our village. Nonsense. Tell him the truth. We needed a Biju, okay? And I convinced him to come here. We got help from a masked person, and he was gonna put him under control. But luckily enough, I was able to escape. And once I broke through the genjutsu, I was enraged, and I wanted to teach them a lesson. But before I could go, they sealed me here. But why would you do that? Because other villages were also getting Jinchurikis and Bijus. So you deliberately made your own son a sacrifice. You disgust me. I'm sorry, son, but that doesn't change that even if your feelings are true, but what you did was low blow. I can't believe that I looked up at you as a hero. An idol. You're nothing more than a monster here. As Naruto turned his back, as Minato just stood there, as tears welled up and his eyes fell down. He couldn't believe how his son looked at him disgustingly and said these words. He was always an orphan, wanting to have a stable family. Even if he didn't want it to end like this, at least he was happy that his son knew the truth and he was able to confess the truth. I'm sorry, son. I promise you in the next life I will make it up to you. That is if we make it there. What do you mean? I'm gonna leave this village. I give up. Fuck this village, its people. I can't be bothered with them. There are some good people here. Good people they may be, but they also tricked a being here who is stuck and looked down upon by the said civilians, making him look like the enemy here, while in reality it was their own Hokages who did this. I'm sorry, son. I wish you weren't corrupted by the power. I wish I could have said the same. As after that we see Naruto had end of the flashback. As now, his final job done with the village, he was ready to leave. And as for the village, we go there to see that everyone was shocked and searching for Naruto's body, only to find it there burnt to a crisp. As everyone was saddened, and Naruto was buried down with a proper burial, and his whole heritage was revealed as well. But surprisingly enough, nobody could find the Uzumaki Namikaze heritage because it disappeared. Many of them thought, even Hiruzen thought, that it was a failsafe by Minato and Kushina. If anything happens to their son, the heritage will no longer be in use and will disappear. That is what has happened. Now, most of the civilian council members and the elders were not happy about this. Why would they do this to their own village? But after understanding the reasoning of Hiruzen, they kind of understood where he was coming from and had to agree with him. Because what they did was awful, and most of the villagers regretted that. And as for Satsuki, she may have gotten her power, but she was downright sad. Sad that she couldn't protect her beloved. So sad that she began to get twisted. She was gonna revive her beloved, find a way. And she began her research, and that is when she found out that she was 2 steps closer to Mangekyo eternal form and then Rinnegan, who has the ability to give Rinne rebirth. And that is when we see Satsuki's obsession to revive Naruto began, and her quest to hunt down her Nissan, not for the revenge this time around, but for his Sharingan. As 5 years passed, For 5 years, Satsuki continuously began to grow and moved to a Jonin rank, a higher level Jonin. She was already a A-level Konoichi in the bingo books, the most second dangerous Konoichi in the whole elemental nation. And as for Naruto, well, the live one, he went under the alias of Menma Uzukage, and he became an S-rank hunter for the rogue shinobis, and he was capable of even capturing the Akatsuki members such as Deidara, Sasori, Kakazu, Hidan, and even some of the others were killed by him. And that is the reason he was the most feared hunter in the whole elemental nation. Whoever name he was given, well, they better pray, because he would have hunted them down in the most brutalist way. And then there was his ability to blend in and change his appearance completely in the form of monsters. Now this little bit of information we see Kakashi has heard about, and went to Naruto's grave and dug it up to find that there was a skeleton there, but there wasn't any of that clock there, that watch that Naruto babbled about, that was now immersed in his skin. And as for the samples the Tsunade has taken, it was confirmed that the whole watch was now engraved in its neural circuit, and neural wire and brains, basically throughout in the form of veins as well, like a being part of its body. So it was hardly that it could have just disappeared, because it was supposed to be here. And that is when we see Kakashi dash towards Hiruzen's office. Hokage-sama, what is it? Satsuki, you're here as well. What is it, Kakashi? Don't keep Hokage-sama waiting. He's here to listen to you as you wish. I see. Well, since you are going to be the next Kage in line, and you are the current Kage, I guess you both have to hear about this. I think Naruto is alive. As instantly Kakashi was grabbed by the neck and lifted up from the ground, as two red orbs glared at him. How dare you say those words? You and everyone saw he was buried 6 feet under the ground, in the cemetery. I digged up his grave. You defiled his grave as well? Kakashi, what the hell is wrong with you? Naruto has passed away. We all saw that. No, he is the person who is under the alias of Menman Uzukage. What? How can you be so sure? Remember the watch? As both of their eyes widened. It wasn't there. Tsunade-sama said that it was like a bunch of veins within his brain attached to his brain or some sort of thing, right? Yes, the neural part. That wasn't there. I got this bit of information that this Menma is able to transform into different monsters. Naruto had that ability due to that watch. As both of their eyes widened, Naruto really was alive. Satsuki, Uchiha, I as the current Kage, and for you to be able to achieve the Hokage's position, I am sending you on this mission. Find out about Naruto Uzumaki, and if he is alive, bring him back. Use of necessary force is eligible. Hi, with all due respect, I will be, if you wouldn't have said so. Because he's gonna pay for all these years. As Satsuki disappeared in a red flash that she was able to create after the Fuinjutsu Mastery and Time-Space Ninjutsu Mastery. As now we see, Kakashi, who stood there, then said, how is she gonna find him? Satsuki is the best hunter we have. She will be able to find him. As now we see on the other side, Naruto was in his hut, resting peacefully, as he was thinking about a certain Ravenette girl, as suddenly there was a knock on the door. As Naruto instantly got on high alert, as now we see he arrived at the doorsteps, with a kunai in his hand. Who's there? Said Naruto, after changing his appearance. As when he opened the door, there was nobody there except for a ninja star. As Naruto at first didn't thought of any of it until he saw the small engraved logo there. It was Konoha. Shit. Instantly, the star exploded as Naruto was able to get away, and that is when he dodged a sword that landed right next to him. Naruto was on his feet. What the hell? As now we see, from the shadows two red eyes glared at him. You have some nerve, idiot. Satsuki-chan? We thought you died. I thought you died. after you confessed to me. Before leaving, I was gonna stop you. But when I came there, everything was burned to a crisp. Why did you do this? I told you I was leaving. I told you the truth, didn't I? But not like that. I thought you died. You idiot. As Naruto came near her. Don't! I'm gonna rip you to shreds. I'm sorry, okay? As she began to cry again, as tears welled up in her eyes finally fell down, as Naruto hugged her. It's alright. No, it's not, you idiot. Do you know how hard these years were? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I put you through this. But I wasn't certain that you felt the same way. Of course I did. I was just trying to keep myself tough so that if I don't get close to anyone else. But I was happy that you still showed affection to me. I'm sorry, Satsuki. If I had known better, it's alright. I forgive you. But you better not leave and return back to... I can't do that. What do you mean you can't do that? She said, breaking up the hug. After all these years I found you, I'm not gonna let you go. Whether you like it or not, she said as she grabbed her katana hard and clenched it. The force is not necessary. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving my current life. If anything, I'll leave far away. And I want you to come with me. What? As my wife. As Naruto brought out her ring. This was my mother's ring. I officially wanted to give it to you before I left, but yeah. Some change of plans and I had to do that. Deep down I knew if one day we meet, I'll be able to give this ring to you. And I guess I was right. As Satsuki hugged Naruto and obviously then said, yes. So what do you say? As she ripped out her headband and threw it down and burned the whole cottage to the crisp after Naruto brought his important stuff out. Satsuki and Naruto died, I guess. As that is when we see both of them left. And from the shadows we see Kakashi watched all of this. As tears fell down from his eyes as well. I guess he knew everything, huh, Sensei? He is after all your son. And I guess both of them finally find happiness. Yes, that it is correct. Kakashi, Itachi, what are you doing here? Nothing. I was worried about my sister's mentality because after Naruto left, she was the same person as I was. After everything went down to hell. But it seemed Naruto once again was able to pull her out. And it was all thanks to your quick-wittedness, Kakashi. So I'm here to thank you. No need. So what are you gonna do? Just gonna warn them that they were ambushed and both of them died. A huge loss and suffer for Konoha, but in the end, I guess it is for the best. Yes, that it will be. I'll be leaving then, Itachi. Been seeing you around. As Kakashi disappeared via Sunshin, as Itachi then said, yes, indeed, as his hand was covered in complete blood red, because many of the roots were sent after them, and Itachi took care of all of them. Now Naruto, Satsuki, the only thing I want is a lot of nephew and nieces. But I guess there is nothing to worry about in that department. As Itachi began to walk and leave, because now he could live his life peacefully, knowing that he was able to save the one who he wanted to save. As now we see he arrived far away, far away from the elemental nations in a deep forest where there was a huge cottage-like mansion made out of wood logs. As there seated a woman on the front gates. Ah, Itachi-chan, you're back. I'm back, Kasan. Did you find out about Satsuki? Yes, she is fine with her new husband. Husband, you say? Who? Said a teenage boy that arrived there. Naruto. Naruto? You mean that idiot? Ugh, she always had a bad taste in men. Shut up, Satsuki-kun. Satsuki-chan had nice taste, if you say so. As Itachi didn't kill in reality everyone. He saved all of them. Those who were savable. And even the women and those of the kids were all saved. And the Uchiha clan was now a nomad clan that resided far away from the elemental nations, safely. Because he was a pacifist and he didn't have the guts to kill infant kids. Because in them he saw his own siblings. And now He was damn proud of what he had done. He could die without any regrets. That is until his wife let him die. As for Naruto, they were happy, and as Kakashi, he arrived in Konoha and informed everyone they were saddened. The rest of the elemental nations, well, they were same as usual. Because Naruto, the child of prophecy, for the first time in life had a peaceful ending, and was able to deviate from his true path of prophecy. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And yeah, I get it that it was not much with Omnitrix involved in it, but I kind of wanted it to be like this. I mean, Naruto used obviously Ghost Freak and Forearms a lot, but yeah, he also used Diamond Head, I guess. I mentioned some of them, but yeah, I guess I'm not satisfied with this one, and I highly doubt that all of you wouldn't be either. But just for the hell of it, I'm gonna upload it right now. I promise I'm gonna make it up to you by making this into a remake soon and a full extended movie. So do let me know what you think about this story in the comments and suggest your ideas as well. As for now, this is Apollo Uchiha and I'm signing off for the day. Peace!